Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of The Avengers Age of Ultron Iron Man Mark 43 pre-painted 1/6 scale model kit from Kotobukiya. That's right, another awesome Iron Man costume joins the ArtFX line from Kotobukiya, this time based on his appearance in Age of Ultron. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now, as you can see, the statue comes in a fully enclosed box, featuring some beautiful artwork of the Mark 43 suit right there on the front, standing in front of Ultron. And as you rotate that box around to the backside, we get a good photograph of the included statue, along with a description. Now, once you remove the statue from the packaging, you're going to notice that there is some minor assembly required. There's a sheet of instructions that'll guide you through the process, but it's pretty straightforward, and I'm going to show you how to put it together right here. Let's go ahead and start right here with the battery pack. Now, good thing is that we do have 3 button cell batteries that are included, so we can plug them right into our battery pack there. And then this battery pack is going to plug into the legs, and it's going to work as the peg that connects to the torso while also powering the light up features. Now, if you look at the base here, you can see that there's only one way to plug in this battery pack. It's got kind of a flat back and a more round front. So you're going to slide this right there into the legs. It's a nice tight fit, so it gets in there, grips real good. You won't have to worry about this falling apart once you put it together. Then we're going to take the torso here. And it's kind of hard to see, but maybe you can see under the lights here that there is a little plug inside where this battery pack plugs into to actually power the light features. So this is going to slide right over the battery pack, and it is a very tight fit. So you want to line it up correctly, and then you just slide it into place just like this. Give it a nice firm press. It locks it on there. So once you get it together, you're not going to need to take it apart again unless you ever need to get in there to change those batteries. We then have the arms, which, as you can see, have the nice little plugs on there, and there should only be one way to attach them. We do have the letter letting you know which arm it is in case you need it. And you can see the little peg there that slides right into that slot, so we can plug the arm in place just like that. And then we can take the next arm, do the same thing with it over here. Give it a nice firm press so that it locks it in place. Just like that. And that's going to finally bring us to the base. The base is awesome looking. It's a plastic base, but it's got this beautiful reflective silver on there with a translucent red, so it really stands out. And then you can see that there are foot pegs right there. There was just a single peg for the right foot, double peg for the left foot. That way there's only one way to stand them on there. You look at the bottom of his feet, you see the way the pegs line up. So you can line it up with the peg holes. You might have to kind of stretch his feet out just a little bit just to get it on there. But it is nice and sturdy. And once we get him positioned on that base, Iron Man is ready for display. So let's go ahead and check him out. Our Iron Man all put together is an incredibly impressive looking statue. Now, this is in the 1/6 scale. So if you take a look at the measurements here, you can see from the bottom of the base to the top of his head, he is just over 11 inches tall. He's actually nearing the 1 foot mark. So very impressive looking piece as far as the size goes, but also incredibly impressive because of the amazing detail and the sculpt going on here. The Mark 43 is an awesome looking costume. I really love the design of this particular suit. It incorporates the reds and the golds that we all recognize on Iron Man, but I also love all of the little bits of silver and everything in there, and just the design of the armor itself is very cool looking. And I feel like Kotobukiya did quite the amazing job of capturing all of those little intricate details. If you just take a look at all of this work here, you can see the great line work that is etched in there, perfect with the sculpt. Love that faceplate, got this great gold. You can see that the eyes are even kind of set in a little bit there. So I just really love the way that looks. And the stance is fantastic. You kind of got the head slightly looking down. The arms are at his sides, kind of in a stance where he's ready for battle. I love it. Very imposing stance. And just looks great all the way down to that base, which has that beautiful metallic Avengers logo. The paint deco on the statue itself is also gorgeous. I mean, with an Iron Man costume, you really want it to have that metallic look, and you want it to stand out. And I love the colors that are used here. The red has got this almost pearlescent shine to it, so you can see the way it glistens, especially under the light. And then the gold and the silver perfectly complement that. They have much more of a metallic look and just have this beautiful shine. They're not an incredibly glossy or kind of like embossed, but they're more of like a flat shine, if that makes sense. So they don't look like vac metal. You can't see yourself in it, but it just has this perfect amount of shine, especially when the lights are glistening off of it. It just makes them look really, really gorgeous and very high end. So I think Kotobukiya did an amazing job with the overall design on this guy. And while he looks gorgeous as is, remember those batteries we put in there? That is for an amazingly cool light up effect, which makes this guy look even cooler than he already is. So let me show you this. I really love this. They've done this in the past on some of the other Iron Man statues, but there's a hidden little panel here that we can remove. You just kind of pull it, it pulls out just like that. You can see little pegs there that lock it in place, and this is where our on-off switch is hidden. So all we got to do is flip that into the on position. We can even cover this back up if we want to. And then when we turn the statue back around, you can see we got these gorgeous bright LED lights glowing in the arc reactor in his chest, the eyes, and even glowing on the palms of his hands for his repulsor blast. On both of them, look at that. You can flip it around, you can see the lights glowing on there. It is amazing, especially if you have more of a dim lit room or a dark room. The lights are really bright. I know that my studio lights may not be showing exactly how bright the lights are on the statue, but trust me, when you get this thing in person, or especially if you're in more of a dim lit room, you can really see the way that those lights glow, and it makes the statue look even more impressive than it already is. I was a big fan of Age of Ultron. I really like this particular Iron Man suit, and I think this makes this one of my favorite iterations of the Iron Man in the ArtFX line from Kotobukiya. I think they did an amazing job with this, and particularly, I just love the stance as well. I think it really suits the character well. It's a nice basic superhero pose, so this guy will look awesome standing on your shelf if you're a fan of Avengers, or Iron Man, or just Marvel in general. I think you will really love this piece. So there you go, guys. There is a look at the brand new Mark 43 ArtFX statue from Kotobukiya, as appeared in Avengers Age of Ultron. So for more information on Kotobukiya and their products, be sure to check them out online at www.kotous.com. And also be sure to give them a like on Facebook at facebook.com/Kotobukiya. Until next time.